My name is Andy Rosas, and I am your host, like I am every single week. How's everyone doing today? All right, just opening up. We have here got some folks in YouTube. See some of you coming in. Tatiana, Valerie, how you doing? What's going on? Those of you on YouTube, drop a hello. I'm gonna drop the link here, guys. Today we're gonna talk about letting go. Just letting go. Because I would like to ask you guys, how many of you have a problem letting go of somebody that you called and you're trying to make something out of it and you're like, what the heck's going on? Anybody here? Let me see where my people pleasers are at, right? Or my never give up people. All right, whatever you want to coin this, right? It happens, right? What's going on, Tatiana? So we're going to talk about letting go. In fact, today's podcast, if you guys don't haven't already, check out our podcast. It's habitguys.com/podcast, or just if you go on Apple Podcast, it's under Realtor Habits. So it's about letting go, guys, letting go of that person who is just too nice on the phone to tell you no. Because it actually just happened to me and it reminded me. It's perfect timing. It's literally a lot of agents call and you're calling a FISBO or expired and you just want to make the conversation work, right? Because you've been getting hung up on, it's a low pickup rate, and it's like, hey, Dagon, what's going on? Dagon, right? People that never give up. And there's a beauty and a curse to it, because being persistent, never giving up on the follow-up is important. Absolutely it is. But it's only important for people who actually want to talk to you, because you'll be surprised how many agents spin their wheels calling people over and over and over again. And they get discouraged, right? They're calling people they shouldn't be, right? Because and the reason why they don't do it and the reason why they start prospecting and they shouldn't call that person over and over and over again and spinning their wheels is because they're not asking the right questions when it comes to the script. That's why the script is so important to use. And sometimes I fall into this trap, I use scripts, right? And for all of it, for my prospecting, for coaching calls, for whatever I'm doing, I have to follow a framework. And sometimes I get out of that framework and my heart's coming out and I want to connect with that person. I want to hey man, what's going on? And you're trying to be nice and you're trying to make that relationship work. And they're telling you no, and you just got to stick to the script and just ask the questions that we have you ask, because there's a reason why we have you when they're saying no to you at the beginning. And we're going to go over it. We have recently we revamped our scripts. So if you guys haven't downloaded our brand new scripts, go ahead and make sure you guys do so. It's habitguys.com/free. All right. We also have a webinar next week going over our brand new Sphere script. Okay. I'm going to put it into WhatsApp. I'm going to put it in Facebook right now. Check that out, guys, or go to habitguys.com and then the pop-up will pop up, or you can just email us at info@habitguys and we'll send you the link. Okay. info@habitguys and we'll send you the link, where we're going to teach you how to properly speak to your sphere, because not many people teach you how to truly build an empire with your sphere, how to truly get referrals from your sphere. And it comes down to the script, right? And being okay with when they say no, right? That's why the first question out of the gate when we're talking to our circle prospecting or for sell by owners or expired is, hey, do you have a minute to talk? Hey, do you mind if I ask you some questions? It's very permission based, because if they say no, it's no. And for a lot of us, me included, happened to me today, I forget sometimes. I'm like, no, got to just stick to it and go. And you got to just stick to the script. And if people are like, no, no, and that's what it is, and you ask them the right questions, and they're saying no to you, just got to let them go. Now, the problem is a lot of you don't know what to ask, right? That's the thing. It's not a matter of just asking any type of question. You got to ask the right questions. That's why I tell you all, have a script. Use the script, guys. That's what's going to help you out with asking the right questions, okay? That's what's going to help you out with asking the right questions. Because remember, oh, Robert, thank you very much, Robert. So remember, everyone's using a script. Robert, you have a script, right? Who else is here? Tatiana, Valerie, you have a script. Victoria, you have a script. Whether you use it or another one or not, it's up to you. But the way you speak right now is a script. It's based on how you were raised, where you were raised, your environment, your schooling teaches you how to speak a certain way. Questions that you should or shouldn't ask as a male or as a female, as a minority or as a non-minority. Whatever it is, you have these predetermined notions in your head of, I shouldn't ask this, I should ask this, this is inappropriate, I feel uncomfortable asking these type of questions for whatever reason. So right now, the way you speak is a script. That's it. The way you speak right now is a script. So then you have to ask yourself, is the way I'm speaking to people serving me? Am I closing deals? That's it. Am I growing my database? Or have I gone 6 months or 2 months or 3 years and I'm still not making over 50 grand a year, right? Or I'm still struggling to grow my business. Or people are ghosting me all the time. Or people are using another realtor and not using me. Or people are not referring me business as they should. Like, what's going on? And so you have to ask yourself, has anyone looked at your script? Has anyone listened to your calls? Some of my coaching students are actually here in this room. Yes, we listen to our coaching students' calls because we realized when Mike and I were making tweaks to our one-on-one coaching, we didn't offer call reviews. We didn't. And we realized what a big gap that was, because when we would send our students off to go, read a script or whatever it was, they were not saying the script as they should. And they would come back saying, well, I worked out. I did it. And it didn't work. The script doesn't work. And then when you get listening to them, you realize, whoa, what a huge gap there is. Same thing like working out. I can give you a workout. There you go. And then I see you at the gym working out. And then I'm like, oh no, this is why you're not getting results, because you're distracted. You're on the phone the whole time. You're using the machines the wrong way. You're putting on way too much weight. That's why you couldn't do it. You put on way too little weight. You didn't do anything whatsoever. No resistance whatsoever, right? Or you went into the gym and you were in the bathroom the whole time. You were at the pool, just chilling, talking to your friend that you just ran into. So do you see why it's important that I go to the gym with you to see if you're working out the right way? And that's what having call reviews is so important. So whether you're in our coaching or whatever, you need to have someone listening to your calls. And it's more than just role playing, guys. This is more than role playing, because you can role play like a champ. Oh yeah. We used to call those practice players in college. So I played college football at FAU, go Owls, right? And we had great practice players. Those players, part of the practice squad, they were amazing, okay? They would do so well in practice. But as soon as that game was on, the lights were on, there was fans inside the stadium, guess what happened to that player? That player, guess what? Wouldn't do as good as he did in practice. Awful. So that person was just a practice player and wouldn't really play. And it's in the playing where you actually get to see how you're doing. That's why coaches watch game film. I'm not saying practice is not important. Role playing is important. Absolutely it is. Getting reps in, practicing your scripts, doing all that. Absolutely. But you get better in the actual performing of the scripts and going live with the scripts. And the problem is a lot of agents go live with the scripts, but don't get any call reviews. Rashid, what's going on? Rashid, actually, I was going to call you today. Let's talk. I got something for you, Rashid. So call me today. But that's where having not the right script, there's no perfect script, but it's having the script that serves you. Because today's messaging is simply that. And it happened to me. So I just want to come in here and tell you guys, first download our scripts. All right. We have redone our scripts. All right. If you haven't downloaded them in the past couple months, definitely re-download them. Go to habitguys.com/free. Second, we are launching our new Sphere script. It comes out next week, a brand new way to talk to your sphere so you get referral business, because a lot of agents do not know how to speak to their network, to their sphere of influence, to their circle of influence. And that's where referrals come from. And we're not taught how to talk to our friends in a professional way. And that's why check this out. Do you guys feel like your friends love you, but they don't send you business? Your past clients love you, but they don't send you more business. Your sphere loves you, but they don't send you business. Isn't that something? Isn't that crazy? And yet so many deals come from referrals and your sphere, but it's not coming from you. So if you're struggling with this, all right, if you're struggling with it, make sure you go. I dropped the link in Facebook. We're going to have a sphere masterclass. And this is great because this means you can be market proof. Doesn't matter what the market does, you will kick some butt, because if you can dominate your sphere, it's the warmest audience out there. But the problem that you may fear talking to your sphere is because you don't have the right approach, the conversation, the follow-up, and then the system behind it of how to add value. Because we're not asking for referrals. If you're asking for referrals, you are outdated. It is awkward, and that's not the way to get referrals. It's a step-by-step system, which I'm going to show you guys next week. So make sure you guys sign up for that masterclass. It's next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. All right. So we'll teach you how to build your sphere. But today I wanted to come in here and tell you guys, follow the script. Stick to a script. The scripts we have are permission-based. And if someone says no to you at the beginning, saying, no, I'm not interested, or no, I don't have time, or no, be okay with letting it go. I'm telling you this, guys, be okay with letting that person go. It's part of the process. So now you have more time to call people who actually want to do business with you, and you stop focusing on the 1 or 2 or 5% of people that you're trying to spin your wheels, chasing. And it's a negative experience. It's annoying. It pisses you off. It burns you out. And then it prevents you from going and prospecting in the future, because it's a very bad experience. Because it just happened to me. I followed up with somebody and I'm like, you try to help them out. And then I'm like, Andy, stop, dude. This person doesn't want help. That's it. Let it go. Let it go. And today's podcast actually Mike talks about that. So perfect timing. If you guys haven't already, go to habitguys.com, habitguys.com/our podcast. So I'll just drop it here actually for you guys. It's www.habitguys.com/podcast. All right. And I'm dropping it there there it is. We can share that now. www.habitguys.com/podcast. And then take a listen to that, guys, teaching you how to let go of people like that. Okay, so I'm giving you guys permission to let it go, and it's okay. And I think you needed to hear that, because if I struggle with this, being a coach myself and someone that I've done this for decades and what we teach, and sometimes it comes back like, man, it reminds you, stick to the script. The script is there for a reason. Okay? Stick to the script. Tell the person is not answering the questions, but the problem is a lot of you don't know what to ask. And if you don't ask the right questions, you're going to waste your time. It's like going on a date with somebody. And if you're not asking the right questions, you're not going to find out if that person is serious for you or not. But if you just keep asking a bunch of BS questions that have nothing to do with red flags or family, like, hey, do you want to have kids? You want to get, how do you want to raise kids? I'm looking for something serious. What are you looking for? Same thing when it comes to dating. If you don't ask serious questions, you're going to spin your wheels and you're going to waste your time with people. You're going to get frustrated and you're going to be in conversations that you should never be in. Okay. So that's why I want to tell you guys, download the scripts, review them. All right. And use them and have someone listen to your calls. Have somebody listen to your calls. Okay. Now, if you want us to listen to your calls, you thought about coaching, right? With us, I'm dropping the link as well. You can go to habitguys.com/free. You can schedule a call with us. We're always open for that. Like I said, we take on about 35 new students a month. That is what we stick to for a reason, to keep it small, because we go deep with our training and our students to be able to listen to their calls. But have someone listen to your calls. If you use RedX, which we absolutely love, okay, you can save your phone call. I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but when you use RedX, you can save. I'll share my screen with you guys. Not sure if you guys knew this, but you can share your screen. All right, I'm actually going to go. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. All right, let me know if can you guys see it. Are you guys able to see my RedX? Can you guys see it? Not sure if you guys knew this. You guys can see it? Thank you. All right, thank you. So when you're done with the call, a red button shows up called save, and you have to turn on that setting so you guys know. Actually, I'll go into it here. I'll click on, let's say, for sale. Well, right now it looks like it's loading. But in the meantime, hold on. Yeah, it's still loading. Actually, it froze. All right, let's go back to it. All right, here it is. There's the for sale by owners. And then I click my dial. Start new session. I just want to show you where it's at, because a lot of you may not know where the record button is and where to review it. All right. So it's in the wheel here. You have to go into the dialer. Here is the wheel on the upper right hand side before you go into the dialer, right? After you click on dial, right? Then you go to general settings. And on the bottom here, you see here, it says call recording. It gives you the opportunity to click to record. So the call begins to record after the record button is clicked. So it's after. You got to click it first, which I don't recommend. I recommend this one here. Click to save recording. So you begin recording immediately. The save call button appears to retain the recording. Otherwise, it will be disregarded. So after the call, the save button shows up, or it can be straight up autosave. And the call begins to record immediately. All calls with the saved automatically are stored up to 30 days. So you can save all your calls. It's up to you. Me, since I make so many calls, like for me, I like to just keep the ones that I know are going to be good. I don't want to save all of them. So I just say the ones that I talk to after. So when you talk to somebody, after you hang up with them, it hangs up. You'll see a red button here that pops up that says save call. That says save call. And then once it saves, I'm going to show you where it saves. In the main menu of your lobby here, under options, it's under call recordings. And then it leaves here's a list of all my recordings. Right? When I'm done talking to somebody that I'm like, man, that would be a good podcast, or that would be a good training session. Or that was. What the heck was that? Did my phone attach? Missy. Oh, that's so weird. Oh wow. I have no idea how that worked. Okay. I guess my phone. Yeah, my phone, my watch made a call. Wow. Sheesh, even my phone is prospecting. So guys, I wanted to show you that there so you can see all the recordings here, right? You click on it and you can listen to it. I can download it here if I want to. I can download it. And then you can download it and then you can just send it to your coach or send it to your accountability partner and review it, guys. Because it's like golf or any sports. If you guys played sports growing up, if you don't look at your film, if you don't look at the way you play, you're not going to get better. Or you'll kind of get better, but if you want to really hit new levels and you want to make 6 figures, seven figures in this business and be high conversions and just a closing machine and prospecting machine and high performance, you're going to have to watch film on yourself or listen to yourself. Because you think you say things until you actually record yourself. And then you're like, oh my gosh. Because when my coach and I go over my calls, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I said that. Or I listen to myself and I go, oh my gosh, I sound like this. I'm way too friendly. Because that's what I tend to do. I'll get too friendly or I'll talk too much is what I tend to do. So I'll start to just listen more, ask questions, stick to the script. Okay. So the same thing we teach, I do myself, and our organization, we have a consulting company that helps us get better as well. So we have coaches that help us out to do so, because you don't know what you don't know. Remember that, guys. So if you're not practicing, practicing is good live, but it's also good for you to get a call recording of your actual calls, okay, and review them with an accountability partner, a coach, your broker, and preferably somebody that knows what they're talking about. But it's a great way for you to start to see what's working and not working, and you'll catch a lot of gaps there. People speak too fast or too slow, whatever that is. So it's going to be pretty. It's eye opening. It's eye opening. It happened to me in golf. With golf, I was able to see my swing and what I think I do, because what you feel and what's real are two different things. What you feel that you're doing versus what's really happening are two different things. Okay. So guys, I want to invite you guys to the webinar then next week. I highly recommend you guys check out, if you want to just email us at info@habitguys.com, or I just dropped the link already in the chat in Facebook and in Demio. We're going to teach you how to create a market-proof top producing database, like a referral network that you're like, this is how you prospect to your database. This is how you build a referral network. This is how you follow up and what to say and when do I send cards? How do I add value to that person? How, all it takes is about 150 people in your database or your sphere to build a 7-figure business. It's insane. So we're super pumped up to go over that next week. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for the email. Register. Emails will go out Monday and Tuesday. So make sure you guys register for it. It's on Wednesday, the webinar. And that's it. So check out the podcast. Today's episode was how to let people go. And I think it was perfect because it was a lesson for me today as well on just letting people go. And it's okay. And the faster you accept it and do it, the more time you're going to have for the people who actually want to hear from you. That's what it's all about. Instead of just spinning your wheels, you get frustrated, then you stop prospecting, and then you quit, and then you're pissed. It's not good. All right. All righty, guys. Well, see you guys on the next episode next week. I love you all, and have an amazing rest of the day. Bye now.